Because I'm assuming you believe in something. Because
Russell, request up, goddammit.
yeah,
Let's do
I'll
it.
stay quiet for this one.
Soul, request up. You know what? I'm going to request you up. If you don't accept it, you can go fucking troll someone else. Fuck, where'd it go? I can't see him. Russell, just request, dude.
I can still see him.
I can't see him in the invite queue, so give me 5 minutes.
Alrighty.
Thanks,
Oh wait,
bro.
he might be a private account.
Oh, well, he's been up here multiple times. We have decimated this kid on evolution, the Big Bang, more everything.
Oh god.
Counselor is back.
You know what's hilarious?
Fuck
you know
it.
what's hilarious? I don't know if you've debate like I'll be bored and I'll go on ChatGPT and like
Oh, yeah.
try and debate it. Oh yeah, dude. I don't know why ChatGPT seems to think that the Big Bang was the start of the universe. Like, and then I'll correct it. It'll admit it's wrong, and then go back to saying it was the start of the universe.
Yeah, mine's not like that. All right, counselor, what you got?
Hey, okay, so like similar to before, I didn't come to debate. Although, if you're interested, I'd be very curious to hear about like the opposite of the deconstruction and like what should we build
I'm so
towards,
confused what your point is. What's your purpose?
No, I'm just saying, because right now it's like about debating people and just trying to like bring truth to the table and reality.
Is God
which
true?
Awesome. I respect that. But then it's like, what about like the opposite, which is like building, like because we're still here.
So is
we're
God true?
humans. So is God true?
Yeah.
For me, I don't know.
Oh,
I would
you're
say
agnostic.
that I would say that a lot of people like you know like the field, like that whole theory. I think a lot of people when they say God, that's what they mean. But then the language is just different from like when other scientific like
Brother, this is a whole lot of
says-
nothingness. What's the purpose here?
The purpose what I came up for, I was like, what if we talk about like what can we build towards as humanity?
Brother, we could. I don't give a crap about that right now. My prompt is not let's have a friendly little teacup party. My prompt is I'm an atheist. Why should I believe in your God?
Okay, fair enough.
Like, it sounds like you're trying to do like a very slow over time apologetic preaching to where you come up and slowly plant seeds here and there, show that you're a kind
that's
guy.
Not what I'm trying to do. Nope, that's not what I'm trying to do.
Okay.
I've just seen like people come up and then like it just like the arguments end so fast because like it's all like BS, and I'm like, okay, cool.
Sorry, I couldn't listen to that
you
anymore.
kicked him.
I couldn't listen to that anymore.
Ems, how is it going?
It's good. How are you?
Doing good, brother. Would you like to
Came
have?
the second he left.
Yeah, I know. I've had 3 Muslims up in the last probably 15 minutes. If any of you want to talk about Allah, are you cool with that, Ems?
Of course.
Awesome.
I have the most insufferable. There's a relatively big Muslim creator who I had a talk with a little bit ago. He ran so bad, it was insane. So you know the verse about the backbone and ribs?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the ribs, he brought it up, by the way. The ribs, the word for the ribs there is mentioning the upper ribs, what is below the clavicle, and what is between the breasts.
Really?
So what he did is he went and bought a. I kept asking him, what does the word mean? And he just kept saying, no, we're not going to get into that. Just answer my question. Then he says he's going to put a graphic picture up on the screen, and he goes ahead and finds the most like drawn out, like it's just a drawing of a pregnant woman, and that is the graphic picture. And then he says, where is the backbone? I'm like, that it's on the backside, the whole thing, the whole spine.
What?
And he says, good. And then he says, well, connect a line from the bottom of the spine all the way to the bottom of the ribs. And I'm like, is the baby going to be there? I said, well, no, because that is not what those are not the ribs the Quran is talking about. Number one. Number two, the picture is not accurate.
Words
and then
don't
he
mean
keeps saying
words
that
anymore.
I'm running. Keeps saying that I'm running and says, to answer the question, then we're going to get into the definition. So the host grants him that on the picture, yes, the baby would be in between. Which then I bring up. Then he says, "There you go. Now I've cooked you. And then he starts preparing to run. I bring up a cadaver picture connecting the bottom of the spine to the ribs, and of course it doesn't intersect. And then he drops, and his minions are in the comments. You got baked. You got. It was embarrassing.
And they always bring those minions, dude.
The Muslims
Did
specifically.
Russell ever end up requesting up or anything? Because it's been
Not
5
quite.
minutes.
Not yet. Russell, if you're wanting to request up. But, okay, we had a couple. Oh, shit. Go for it.
Hey, what's up?
Oh yeah, Ems, if you don't mind dropping.
What?
Of course.
Ems is cool.
Oh, sorry. I know it's just normally your thing to keep people up here.
Oh, no, I would have co-hosted him. Ems, if you want to, yeah.
Oh, okay. My bad.
Yeah, Ems is, like, phenomenal when it comes to, well, the Abrahamic religion in general, but... Alright, Soul, give us the worst fallacy you can.
All right, here's an argument that hasn't been able to be refuted by anybody.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Excited
Go
to
for it.
See if you're able to refute it. All right.
Never
So
refuted.
how do you refute refuting though?
What's that?
How do you refute refuting without knowing?
No, yeah. Well, I'm gonna give the argument though. Hold on. All right. See, host, I'm trying to take you as a serious interlocutor right now, but you're making it difficult for me to even engage in good faith.
Just give the argument.
Is he gonna laugh like a schoolgirl? Like
That was like a
Is he gonna
hyena.
keep doing
Get
that?
your facts straight.
Like, are you gonna
So
try to like
technically-
engage in good faith?
Russell, since he's an atheist, technically he doesn't have the concept of laughing, so he can't laugh.
All right. So, I mean, it doesn't seem like this is going to be a fruitful, like, let me challenge you to a formal debate. That way you can't act like this. And you are
But you
forced
would
to
have to.
engage in
You'd
good
have
faith.
to understand the concept of a debate first. As an atheist, he doesn't grant it. So,
I grant that, but he's going to attempt to
so how are you getting consent from
counter
him
my argument.
to debate you? You can't get valid consent from him if he doesn't understand the concept.
Yeah, I mean, you obviously don't understand what
Yeah,
general
I don't
revelation
understand
is
because I'm an atheist. I don't understand this.
because under our worldview, even atheists have knowledge, right? They just don't.
No. He doesn't know that he has knowledge. He has knowledge, but he doesn't know that he has knowledge.
Under our worldview, even atheists have knowledge, right? Even if they
He
don't.
has knowledge, I agree, but he doesn't know that he has knowledge.
Even if they don't
Yeah.
acknowledge the source of that knowledge, right? So he does understand what's being said. This argument kind of refutes why atheism is impossible. But I would love to have a formal debate
Pause.
and not have him like run and act like
Pause.
a fool.
Atheism, the lacking of a belief, is not possible.
Correct. This argument shows how atheism is impossible.
Dude, I can hear you smiling. You know that's stupid.
No, it's not.
That is absurd. That sentence in and of itself was an absurd, nonsensical sentence.
You haven't even heard my argument though. How would you know that it doesn't follow?
A lack of a belief is not possible. That's your claim. Really?
Correct.
You want to go down this route?
100%.
Best of luck.
Will you formally debate me though? Because I want you to like engage in good faith.
Just give the argument, dude.
No, like you've just shown to be like not a serious interlocutor. Like you're laughing and like just being an idiot, dude.
Could you please stop using abstract concepts because we do not understand them, please.
I just told you don't understand.
I agree with you.
You don't
So
even.
please speak in language that we understand. Speak in language we
You're
understand. please.
You're straw manning what it is to have revelation.
Last time I
right?
spoke to you, every single word I used, you told me I can't use that word because I don't know what it means because I can't ground it in God or some shit.
Well, I don't think I've ever spoken to you one-on-one.
We have.
So I don't know
On
what
Justin's
you're
live,
talking
yes,
about.
we have.
I've never gone on Justin's live.
In the comments there.
How
we did
bullshit!
talk.
You're
You
there
said
every
that,
other day.
I explained to you the regions of the brain and how we ground specific abstract concepts in neurology. And then you went and told me, well, you can't even use the concept of area because it is an abstract concept and it is grounded by God. Every single word I said, instead of engaging with what I said, you just told me I can't use any word that is not physically touchable because I don't believe in God. So how are you serious? How are you an interlocutor?
This is an imaginary conversation me and you never had, because I've
No, we
never
did, but you have
had
a
a
horrible
conversation one with you. No, I've never had a conversation with you.
No, we have, but you have a horrible memory, as I said.
No, I remember who I talked to, and I've never spoken to you.
We don't know that. We don't know that. We just don't.
Oh yes,
know.
memory is not a physical thing. I can't hold it, so I don't even know what the words I'm saying.
You don't understand what general revelation is under.
Revelation is an abstract thing, so
epistemology.
I can't understand what you're saying. Like the words you're saying do not register in my head.
No, I understand that revelation isn't a physical thing, but still real under our worldview.
Yeah, sure, but I don't understand what you're saying.
Anyway,
I can't.
I'll give you. Yeah, that's fine. If you can't engage with me, that's fine. You can just step aside and let me.
I don't even know what engage means. What does engage mean?
That's fine. Just pipe down and mute your mic. Let me engage with somebody that's able to.
Sure. I don't think anybody on the panel understands anything you say. So.
Yeah, exactly. Just mute up, please. All right. P1. Knowledge requires justification. Would you agree with that, host?
It's a good question. What's P2?
Well, do you agree with P1?
Get through the damn argument, bro.
Oh gosh. Do you agree with P1, yes or no?
I'm J. Becky. Just get to the next one, dude. Just go. I'll tell you when I don't agree.
Okay, so you grant P1. Awesome.
No. I want to hear the entire argument.
No, we're going to go linear. We're not going to have you go back and forth. You either accept or reject the premise that I just presented.
Do you have any preconditions for it?
What the fuck did you just ask me? I'm asking you, do you accept the premise that knowledge requires justification?
Knowledge, yeah. Let's go for it.
Okay, cool. All right. So, P2. When somebody offers justification, we should evaluate the justification. And if justification falls into the three legs of Agrippa's trilemma,
I don't know what that is.
Justification. You don't know what Agrippa's trilemma is?
No, I'm not a Phil bro.
All right, so Agrippa's
Define
trilemma pretty much says that there's three issues when we try to ground. There's three issues when we try to ground knowledge, right?
Why are you out of breath?
One of them would be that if we try to one of the legs of Agrippa's trilemma is that when the individual tries to justify knowledge, they'll go into this infinite regression of grounding, right? So it defeats the actual justification that they're trying to use of the infinite regression. Hold on. This is just something that's analytically true, though. You can't ground knowledge on a.
Is there something wrong with an infinite? I don't grant that.
Yes, specifically when you try to ground knowledge. Yes, there is.
I don't grant that.
You don't ground what?
What's wrong with the infinite regress?
Because there's the justification that you're using. It just has no substance behind it.
Yeah, it would. A cause, then a cause, then a cause. I don't know. We don't have a topic on the table to talk about.
Hold on. What would be the ultimate grounding if you just...
I don't know at the moment. We have nothing we're talking about for an infinite regress, but that doesn't not equate to an infinite regress being impossible. I don't grant that.
This is something that's accepted by all philosophers.
False.
What are you talking about?
False.
I don't grant it. You don't even know what Agrippa's trilemma is.
I don't grant the problem that you just brought up about the impossibility of an infinite regress. I don't grant that. You're requiring me to grant that an infinite regress is impossible. I don't fucking grant that. Do you want to tell me again how many people agree with it? I don't care. I don't grant it. Demonstrate that is true.
I think you're confused a little bit. I think you're not engaging with epistemology. You're asking about infinite regress like in a causal chain, right? You're not.
So demonstrate how it's impossible to have infinite. Is your argument Infinite regress, impossible. Yes or no?
Hold on. Do you understand what
I just asked you.
epistemology is?
I just asked you. Are you arguing that infinite regress equals impossible?
Not in the sense of like
That's a yes or
causal
no.
chain. I'm talking
That's
about
a yes or no.
no, not in the causal chain aspect of it.
Well, then you need to
I'm
add
talking
the
about in the
extras into the
I'm talking about
P1.1.
the epistemic axis of knowledge,
I still don't grant that.
right? Hold on. You think you can? Hold on.
Dude, I'm ignorant on all of this.
When somebody asks you to justify,
Dude, I'm ignorant on so many of these concepts you're talking about. B, I don't have a justification to accept that infinite regress is impossible. C, you haven't provided a justification that it's impossible. D, I don't give a fuck about that right now because atheism is a lack of a belief, not a belief system. So it's not impossible to have a lack of a belief because you have a lack of belief in unicorns, or at least I would hope so, but you're dumb as shit, so you probably do. So you're an a unicornist.
hold on. You don't even know what the fuck we're talking about, right? And right now you're throwing stones in a glass house, right? Like you
Get your
sound like
words
a
out.
dumbass. You
Slow
don't even know
down.
what the fuck's being argued.
Slow down.
You don't even know what's being argued, right? And you're calling me dumb.
I said
First
I'm
of all,
ignorant on many of
when
the
we talk
concepts,
about
yeah.
knowledge,
So is
when
an
we're
infinite
talking about
regress
knowledge,
possible or impossible?
right? When we talk
Yeah,
about
how do you
knowledge,
know that an infinite regress is
you
impossible?
agreed that the justification
Dude,
given
I know you're out of breath.
has to
It's
meet a
okay.
certain
But you still
criteria.
gotta slow down, take a
has
breath.
to meet a certain criteria.
So I would
though,
love
right?
for you to provide an epistemic justification to provide to me that tells me that it's impossible for infinite regress.
Okay, we agree that justification needs to be.
Are we just running in circles now? Are you incapable of answering a simple question? I know you're out of breath, and that's okay. You can take your time to answer. So
what
can
was
you
the
provide me
question?
the
Go ahead, ask the
epistemic
question again.
justification that it is impossible for infinite regress?
This is what we're actually arguing. How do we have epistemic access to knowledge, right? You
So
fucking
demonstrate
double,
how
like,
it's
connect,
epistemically
like,
impossible.
try to
No, your
engage.
argument was that it's not possible.
Try to engage. P1 is that.
Are you saying that infinite
knowledge
regress
needs
is
to
not
be-
possible? Yes or no?
We're saying that knowledge needs.
Is infinite
justification,
regress
right?
possible or impossible?
Under Agrippa's trilemma, infinite regress cannot ground knowledge.
Wonderful. I don't grant that.
That's what it's saying.
Demonstrate that.
Hold on. This is something that's analytically true.
Okay, so demonstrate it. It should be easy. If I'm ignorant, I'll learn.
What? It's analytically true. What do you
So
want me to demonstrate?
the data.
Definitions?
Yeah, demonstrate the data. Duh. You
Oh,
came to this
hold on.
conclusion with data.
You want me to demonstrate
Do
definitions of
you
how
know what
we
you're talking about?
understand
Or did you just
concepts?
read this on ChatGPT? If you know what you're talking about, you should be able to
Hold on, hold
simplify
on.
it and explain it, correct?
Okay, so if you use an infinite regress to try to ground knowledge, right? Knowledge becomes elusive because there's nothing fundamental
Define elusive.
that you're pointing to. There's nothing fundamental that you're pointing to. There's nothing that's grounding what you're actually saying.
Yeah, there would. In that point, yeah. If we have a cause that is the mechanism for the effect, that is knowledge of that cause and effect. So
No,
how is that
but
impossible? For it to continue going back, how is that not possible?
it's not. It wouldn't be an ultimate grounding of knowledge.
Yeah, it would be. We see the mechanism for the effect. That is knowing. We know the mechanism for the effect. Come on now. So
No,
you still haven't
you-
demonstrated how
dummy,
a infinite
dummy.
regress isn't possible to know.
Knowledge is what's being critiqued right now, right? Knowledge is what we're trying to like extract, right? I'm
Ems,
saying
do you want to take this
knowledge
over,
needs
Jaden?
Justification.
I've explained this like
And you're
5
saying,
times.
No, we have knowledge.
Russell, could you please explain to us what the word justification means?
So justification would be a way to justification
What
would be
does a
some
way
kind
mean?
of reasoning, a reason that we give to like ground our knowledge, or like
Sure, what does the word reason and the
it
word
could
give
be-
mean?
I don't know how to. What do you mean? You don't understand what a reason
No,
is?
because again, we're unable to understand the abstract concepts. Why are you?
I fucking
Yeah,
love
I understand.
him, bro.
I understand that you can't
Mhm.
you don't. I understand that. So I've
Mhm.
defeated your worldview. Now I'm
No,
trying to
I
engage with
agree,
somebody
but
that
what-
can actually
Sure. But
engage
defeat is
with
an
me
abstract
because you've
thing, so I
already
don't even
conceded.
know.
That's fine.
Sure, but we don't even
You've
know what the
already
word defeat
conceded.
means.
It's okay.
What does concede mean?
You've already conceded. You're acting like a
Russ-
dumbass. You're acting like a dumbass because you can't
I don't know
counter
what
my
concede
argument.
means.
That's it. That's fine.
I don't know.
Yeah,
what
yeah. You're
you're
acting
saying.
like a
What does
dumbass
counter
because
mean?
you can't
What does a dumbass
engage,
mean?
right?
Yeah, bro. What the
What
fuck
is
are you
it?
talking about, bro?
A dumbass
What is
would be
engage?
like you. Like if you look up definition of dumbass, you'd be like a picture of you would pop up.
What is a picture?
Bro, you're trying so hard to speak. You need to take a deep breath, recollect yourself, speak again, and get the smile off your face because you know you're talking about is bullshit. We can hear the smile on your face. You're coming up here
Hold on,
just
this
to
is-
argue.
The fact that you guys are so uneducated on this stuff is just painful, right? Like you don't know that
What?
infinite regress cannot be a justification for knowledge. It's just
Yeah.
it's sad
So-
that the host is even asking me like, why can I have an infinite regress to justify
So
my
I know,
knowledge?
I know,
It's
sad,
just
I know,
a
sad means
painful-
something bad.
A painful question for him to ask.
Sure. Now, could you please break that
And
down
this
in
is-
non-abstract
this is-
terms?
You know what? Hey, Cody, would you mind if I let up Forrest Mendez? He's a friend of mine, and he wants to talk to Russell. Yeah, I got you, Forrest.
You know what? We're just gonna ensue chaos. So give me 1 second. I'm gonna get Weirdo up here as well. Fuck it.
Fuck it, bro. All right, Forrest, go at him.
Oh no,
The
I'm
fuck
just
you
here to
mean?
horror farm while the
Ah.
two best debaters on the app go at it.
You're just here to aura farm. You have no fucking
It's
signal.
working.
How do you?
I'm your Huckleberry. Hi, Russell. How are we tonight?
Oh gosh, so they have a history, huh?
How we doing,
Everyone
big
has a
guy?
history with raw dumbass.
Can I ask you one?
No,
plain
I
question?
don't.
Do we 100% know fire has the potential to burn?
Oh shit.
I broke him.
Uh-oh.
I think Roz is broken.
Come on, big guy. It's okay. I'll be gentle with you.
He's probably trying to ground his internet connection.
Weirdo, please, do you grant premise 2?
Okay, so do we 100% know fire has the
Do you-
potential to burn?
Do you grant premise 2 though? I asked you a question.
I don't even know what your premise is. I'm brand new, so let's just
Premise 2. Okay,
and
okay.
prepare
Premise
to get
1.
concussed.
Premise
Do
1.
we
Knowledge
100%
needs
know-
justification. Do you accept that argument? Do you
we haven't.
accept
I'm
that premise?
brand new, Russell. So just
Yeah,
reboot
I'm giving you the
yourself,
premises.
Go back to the top of the script.
Premise 1. Focus.
I'm asking you a
Focus.
direct question, Russell. Don't
Focus,
Don't
weirdo.
you have to go back to the top of the script.
Premise
okay?
1.
So,
Premise
so
1.
take your finger, slide it up to the top
Knowledge
of the
needs
page.
justification.
I'm
Knowledge
gonna
needs
ask you
justification.
This
Do
question.
you accept that? Yes or no?
I don't even know what you're saying, but so you're gonna have
Okay,
to
okay.
listen.
I'll
and
repeat
we'll
it
start.
again.
We
little slower,
100%
a little slower.
know fire has
Okay,
the
weirdo.
potential to burn. Yes or no?
I'll do it. I'll ask you a little bit slower because it seems like you're not
Okay, so
able to listen.
it's a yes or
Okay,
no question.
P1.
Russell. I know this is
P1.
hard.
Knowledge
We don't need a
requires
P1,
justification.
We don't need a P2. We're at.
Do you accept
we're
that
at
premise?
Q1.
Yes
Q1
or no?
is, does fire have the potential to burn things?
Premise 1, yes or no?
I don't even know what you're. There is no premise yet. I'm straight up asking you. Q1.
Maybe if you shut the fuck up.
Q1.
listen.
I came in first to your questioning now. All right, this is my first question. We don't need to go premises.
I'm running
Q1
argument.
is,
I'm running
does fire have the potential to burn things?
Police, are you going to engage with the argument or do you want?
The argument
And
is not an
somebody
argument yet because you won't engage, and we all know why. So
Like, if you
can
don't wanna engage, that's fine.
fire
Just let somebody
burn
else-
things?
Just let somebody else engage if you don't want to. If you can't.
I'm asking you a direct question. This is not a multiple choice. Actually, there's two choices. It's either yes.
Can't refute my argument. It's okay. Just
You
move on.
don't
Let
have
somebody
an
else
argument
engage.
yet. I'm asking you a question.
I'm trying to give it to you. I'm trying to give it to you right now.
Okay, so it starts with a yes or no. So then you
No,
can
no, hold
start
on.
your argument.
You're
I
not
know
running
I
the
know
argument.
This is a lot for
I'm
you
running
right
the
now.
argument. I'm running the argument.
You're not running the argument. You're answering
Yes,
the
yes.
question.
No, I'm not
Do
answering your
you-
questions. I'm running an argument. Do you want to
we
engage with it? Yes
know
or
that
no?
Fire has the potential to burn.
Okay, so now I've had M concede.
Oh,
I have host
Russell,
conceded.
this is
Weirdo
me
police
asking you,
conceded.
Is water
Uh,
wet, Russell?
What's this guy on the bottom? Jay. Jay, do you want to try to refute my argument?
Russell,
Well,
you're
come on
running.
now.
It's
Let's
just
talk
me and
about-
you. You're in a
yeah,
cage
quit
match with
running,
me
bro.
now.
Quit
One of us
running,
walks.
bro.
Two of us walk in. One of
Obviously,
us
the
walks out,
weirdo's
buddy.
like running. He can't refute the argument,
I'm
so he's
right
running
here.
scared.
What?
Okay,
Why are you afraid
I'll run it
of
again.
answering whether
I'll start from the
fire
beginning.
can burn or not?
Weirdo.
Can
P1.
fire burn things?
Knowledge requires justification.
Okay, yes. So we have an evidentiary model because we've seen fire burn things.
Okay.
So we
P1.
have
So
something
you
to
accept
go
P1? Did you
off
accept
of.
P1?
It's called Can Fire Burn Things?
Weirdo.
Do we know fire can burn things?
That's a concession, guys. I just cooked
You
the whole panel. They're scared of
What?
engaging in
for
good faith.
300 people
Rob.
because you can't.
Rob.
They
even
don't
admit
want to
fire
engage.
burns.
They're scared to engage in good faith.
Bro,
Right in your
bro.
face right now.
Host said that you know what the fuck a Gripa Shalema is. He comes here
What-
every day and
what-
goes and argues these things. He's so fucking clueless
say
on the
in your little
subject.
Script, do
Uh,
we
like, this is embarrassing,
100%
host.
know
This is
fire
embarrassing,
can burn things?
right? And this argument, host, will defeat
I already
Your-
defeated your P1. Okay, because I gave a
defeats the
justification
way you
of knowledge.
address knowledge, right? Because I see you like pull axioms out of your ass as if it is grounding or
Is-
justification
is
for
me
knowledge.
Asking you if
So this
fire can
argument-
burn
Fucking
things
God,
directly
is
attacks-
my ass.
Attacks your argument, host.
What
And I see that
argument
you're
do you
scared.
have that fire
hiding behind
can
your
burn
little-
things? Just
Weirdo.
answer that. What do you have against me saying we 100% know fire has the potential to burn things?
Where did you just conceded, man? Stop asking questions. You conceded. You couldn't engage.
You're right here taking a beating in front of 300 people.
No,
because you can't even
you
say that
conceded.
fire
You
is
won't-
hot.
You won't engage because you know that it's going to reduce your worldview to how are you going to
incoherency reduce down?
because under your
do we
worldview
know
you can't
that fire
justify
can burn
knowledge.
things?
This is the most damning argument against atheism. They can't ground knowledge.
What I can ground it in an evidentiary model. You want to know why?
No,
a
no.
non-mind
My-
can
My
recognize
argument.
a non-mind, like a roach, will flee a fire when the building is burning down. Are you arguing
This
that a
is-
roach is a mind?
Instincts are not
A
knowledge.
non-mind.
Like
So a non-mind
like,
can
an
recognize an
instinct-
absolute, like fire has the potential
instinctual
to burn.
behavior isn't a claim to knowledge. Police,
I
like you're
just
just lost.
gave you an evidentiary
completely
model
lost.
that you just agreed to.
You're
You
just
said that
completely lost,
Cockroaches
right?
are not a mind. So why do
You're
cockroaches
completely
be
lost.
an absolute, like fire?
It's obvious that
It's obvious that
to be
you're
honest,
just
You're not
so
tracking the
destroyed at this
conversation.
point that you don't know what
you're not
to do
tracking the
next.
conversation. No, you're not tracking, but
100%.
you
I'm
ran.
with you on that. Russell.
Hey,
ran.
hey, at this point, Roz, just answer his damn question, okay? We can go on this whole, oh, you're not listening. Just answer his damn question.
No, I didn't come here to answer his question. I came here to run my argument, and
And
I needed
run.
to
You asked for a
engage with it.
justification on how I know that fire has the potential to burn. I gave
That's
you
not
an
what I
example
asked
of a
you.
non-mind
I didn't ask
recognizing
you.
this.
I didn't ask you that. What the
agreed
fuck
that
are
a
you?
roach is a non-mind.
I didn't ask
so now,
you that.
Why don't
no,
you go to P2
no,
so I
no.
can blow that thing up in your face too?
That's not what I asked you. What the
You
hell?
said
Are
give
you
a
okay?
justification for knowledge. I just gave
Yo,
you the perfect
are you slow?
justification of knowledge where
Are
a
you slow?
non-mind recognizes an absolute. So why
Repeat
don't
my
you
P1.
Reboot.
Weirdo,
Your
repeat
P1
P1.
is what is my justification of knowledge? You said a non-mind.
That wasn't
can't
my
recognize
question. What are you
anything.
talking
I
about?
just gave you a non-mind.
That wasn't
recognizing an
P1.
absolute.
That wasn't P1. What are you on about?
You're asking for a justification of knowledge.
No,
I just gave you
no,
a
that's not-
completely simple
No.
evidence
Oh my
of
gosh.
a knowledge that a non-mind.
This
can
is
even recognize.
embarrassing. This is embarrassing. Oh my
Russell,
goodness.
this
He's
is
not
gonna
even
get
tracking the
clipped.
conversation.
It is
and people
embarrassing.
are
You're not
gonna
even
dance
tracking the
around
conversation.
and laugh at this thing like it's the
M,
Super Bowl,
M.
bro.
Sadly, Em, you might be the most rational person on this panel.
I don't know what
Can you
rational
repeat
means.
P1? can you repeat P1, M?
I have no idea what that is.
Host, can you repeat P1, host?
I'm not able to comprehend rationality.
I take that as a concession. Another W for me. That's 1, 2, 3 people defeated in one night. I'm just gonna.
I've gotten.
I'm gonna walk away.
Concussed at this point by the simplest.
You guys
question on
are
earth.
low tier.
And
you guys
I
can't engage in good
absolutely
faith.
annihilated Ted.
And
Low
it's
tier,
sad.
slow boy, slow boy,
Anybody-
rhetorical back shots,
anybody in the
rhetorical
panel-
back shots, low tier,
Anybody on the
back
panel,
shots.
anybody on the comments that's willing to take, like argue this, try to refute my argument.
I just gave you a
Join
justification.
right
of
now,
knowledge.
please join.
I just
You're not
gave
even
you a
tracking what I.
justification of knowledge.
You didn't even track
Raz.
P1, dude. What the fuck are you talking about? You didn't even track
Do
P1.
we have a justification of knowledge in the
You
fact
did-
that we
that's
can
not
100%
P1.
know fire has
That's
the
not
potential to
P1.
burn?
That's not P1. What are you saying? That's not P1.
Nobody knows what your P1 is anymore because you keep changing
Well-
because you have no idea what to do with this argument.
I changed it.
and
I
literally
changed
everybody
P1.
knows it. Even
I
your
changed
Phil Bro-
P1.
Even
Oh.
your Phil Bro fan club in here is like, this guy is just getting whacked right now. We're gonna have to find a new.
See.
We're gonna have to find a new troll. This tag thing is dead.
I gotta find higher tier people. You guys are embarrassing.
Oh, you know what? You know
Atheism.
what?
Yeah, higher
You know
tier
what?
from you would be Darth Dawkins, so best of luck.
Firebird?
This is embarrassing.
I know you
honestly. You guys are doing a disservice to the atheist community.
Dude, I gave-
absolutely
I gave a
think
very
that
good
was, like,
explanation for the dilemma. You just didn't like it.
No, you didn't.
I did.
You don't even understand what the fuck is being said. Right?
I gave you a very good explanation for it.
Infinite regression defeats your knowledge claim because there's nothing
I don't agree.
grounding your knowledge claim.
Why does there need to be an
grounded right now.
original
Go ahead.
grounding?
So that doesn't
Give
count.
me the.
The
rebuttal
grounding is going to be
infinite
each
regression.
individual cause, the mechanism causing the effect.
No, but we need all
No?
grounding. So when we talk
No,
about
we don't.
knowledge, no, hold on. Yes, we do.
I don't
Yes,
grant
we do.
that.
No, when
You
we
can
talk about
think we
knowledge,
need that.
when we
I don't
talk about
grant that.
knowledge,
Do I not know that the causal mechanism for the effect is whatever it is?
Define knowledge.
Do I have
Uh,
knowledge
all
on
right.
the effect if I
Define
can
knowledge.
demonstrate the mechanism?
Define knowledge.
I know you like to run like a coward into the corner. You're getting rhetorical backshots, you absolute low tier slow boy.
Let's
I know
get
you can't keep up. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. You're
Let's get
getting
some
rhetorical
clarification.
backshots. It's okay. Low tier, low tier, low
Define
tier,
knowledge.
low tier. It's so
Define
embarrassing.
knowledge.
You're getting rhetorical backshots. The sheet is over your
Oh
head.
my
You're bent over,
gosh.
getting rhetorical
Oh,
backshots.
this
Low
is
tier.
embarrassing. This is embarrassing. Okay,
Russell,
hold on.
Russell, you want to play with
Define
me again,
knowledge.
or you just want to just?
Weirdo, you're
bro.
you're an effing weirdo. You're an effing retard, bro. Like, you're so retarded. Please don't speak.
Ah, now you have to get kicked.
Don't
Fuck.
ever talk to me again.
Knowledge. And
Don't-
you ran.
Damn it. He was gonna get kicked by TikTok.
Oh.
To be honest, I think he won. So
Yeah, 100%.
He destroyed us all. He destroyed us. Absolutely annihilated us.
genuinely, just like whenever you talk to him, just pretend you don't understand any like abstract concepts. Because if he thinks you don't, then what is the point of talking to you?
There's no purpose.
Oh, poor Russell. How
This
you
has
so
been
bad?
fun. I'm gonna get the next two guys up. Let's see how this goes. I'm gonna let you guys have at it. Have fun, dude. Put the gloves on.
Let's bring in the Phil Bros.
Hello?
Yo, if someone wants to DM fucking Kiki right now,
Kiki's a low tier. I can posit the argument for theism. If
oh shit, the film bros are here. All right, you guys have fun.
Phil Bros have arrived.
Are you
It's
gonna
like a
run?
clown car. They just come pouring out.
So, you want me to posit the argument or are we gonna run?
Am I allowed to concede prior to
Alright, so
I don't wanna deal with
do you
this.
accept
It's gonna
do you accept
confuse me.
supervaluationism or do you deny supervaluationism?
Why do you guys sound like aliens?
Is that gonna be a response?
It's just, what is your question? What is your evidence?
Do you accept supervaluationism?
super
Yeah, so
Supervaluation. That just states that if something is true within one language or something is true within a language, then it is true in all languages. It's a super true proposition. And the same goes for the falsification.
So, like, ice is the same thing in Spanish as it is in English.
No. A language in philosophy is something which describes reality.
Okay, so give us an example of this.
For example, if I hold to speech act theory and I say there's a kitty standing there, then the utterance is something which describes a truth maker.
A truth maker. What is it?
Yeah.
What do you mean? What is truth?
Truth maker, if you ever studied correspondence theory, truth maker is just something which instantiates the true proposition. For example, God
Okay,
exists,
so like
the
we
proposition God exists.
100% know
Huh?
fire has the potential to burn. Is
I
that a
don't
truth
believe
maker?
we can assign percentages to knowledge claims.
I feel
We
like, can I ask you a
don't
question,
have
please?
100% knowledge that fire has ever burned anything ever.
No, that question assumes we are predicating percentages to knowledge claims.
We have not observed fire ever burn anything ever.
Are you like ignoring what I'm saying?
I feel
I
like,
asked you a question.
Could you
Do
answer the
we
question, please?
100% know fire has the potential to burn?
No, because I don't believe that
do.
we assign percentages to knowledge
It
claims.
has nothing
We've-
to do with the percentages. He's asking
He
about
said
the
he said
potentiality.
100%, so you
No,
are
he
Yeah,
said
so
saying
we know that there's a potential for it to burn. We 100% know that that it has the potential to burn something, not that it 100% burns stuff.
what do you think? Hold on. Are you an epistemic optimist?
Can I ask you a question before I answer that?
Yeah, what's up?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
do they teach you the accent,
Do they teach me the accent?
like the way you speak in philosophy classes?
No, I'm self-taught. What are you talking about? What?
That was such an A tier fucking call out, dude. It went so fucking far over his 3-foot tall head. Holy shit!
Yo, evidence first. I want to engage with an argument. I mean, I want you to engage with the argument if that's okay.
So do we 100% know that fire has burned something at any point
Are
in
you,
history?
dude? Are you? Oh my gosh! I said that I don't assign percentages to
Okay,
knowledge claims.
this is so stupid. Have we ever seen
Did you
anything
just
burn
say?
before?
Whoa, hold on, bro. Hold on. Did you just say that fire cannot be assigned to a knowledge percentage? What the?
No, I
what?
said that we don't assign. He said 100%, right? Which is assigning
it-
percentage
We have
predication to
100%
knowledge
seen
claims
fire burn
or
something.
epistemic states. Sorry.
We have 100% seen fire burn something.
If you're just talking about degrees of confidence, then maybe I would agree.
You okay?
Dude.
Have we seen fire burn something? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Okay, so then we 100% know that fire has the potential to burn.
Are you? Oh my gosh! You gotta be dumb. I said
That's
that
not
if
dumb.
we assign
That's an
percentages
actual
to
truth
epistemic
claim
states,
that based
then
on
there wouldn't really
knowledge.
be fixed epistemic states. Because you would agree with me that epistemic states are something which are supposed to be, or it's normative to hold that they're fixed categories. You agree with that, right?
I don't understand how you could sit there and not agree
What?
that we've observed fire.
Are you
burn
gonna
something.
answer the question?
Why would you need a caveat for that?
What?
Why
You know,
would
I
you
feel
need
like
something beyond?
like
This
this
is
dude
what I'm
is
trying to
this
do
dude
is
is
highlight
way
the
beyond low
absurdity
tier.
of your
This
position.
dude is way beyond low tier. Maybe if I can debate somebody else.
This is the dumbest argument in the world, is what I'm trying to teach
Bro,
you.
have
I'm
you
asking
have
you
you
such
even
a
heard the
simple
argument?
question
Have you even heard
that
the
you
argument?
have to deflate. You have to deflect so much from it.
What
that
was
you
the
can't
argument?
Just go, yeah, of course we know fire burns something, and then come up with a real argument. You just can't
What was
do
what
it.
was the argument? I didn't even mention
I'm
epistemology.
asking you
What
a
was the
simple
argument?
question. Can we know absolutes?
Can we know absolutes? Under epistemic optimism, yeah. And I'm an epistemic optimist, so
Well,
yeah.
no, you don't need a caveat. You just say, do we?
What?
Can we know that fire burns stuff?
Under what modal scope?
Oh my god. This is what makes you weird, and this is what makes this whole thing so annoying.
If
is
hold
like you
on,
could just go, yeah.
can you
yeah,
repeat
we
the
know
argument?
that.
Can you repeat
Here's
it?
my argument now.
Yeah. What's your argument?
You have to give the argument. We do.
You
know
say
that
here's
fire
my
burns
argument
things.
now. Yeah. You think
The-
questions are propositions?
No, listen, I'm sitting there going, hey, we can know absolutes. How do we know absolutes? Well, we know certain things like we 100% know fire has the potential to burn. Even a non-mind will recognize this absolute, like a cockroach when they flee the fire. You can now make an argument saying, yeah, we can do that, but
Mm-hmm. But
this is where you do your Philbro thing now. This is your
my Philbro
opportunity.
thing.
Okay, we can know that, but insert argument.
Yeah, I'm undercutting the feeders if I tell you, if I can hold to something like indirect realism or naive realism, you wouldn't have any type of justification if you believe perception gives you knowledge, which is already dumb.
Okay, so is a cockroach a mind?
Is a cockroach a mind? What are these questions?
Well, if a cockroach flees fire then a mind is not required to recognize absolutes.
Are you? If by absolute, you're just talking about fixed categories, and you're already saying that
A fixed category. I'm asking you the simplest thing in the world. This is why I'm trying to prove that.
What do you mean
Tad
the
is stupid.
simplest? Hold on. If your
I'm
question
asking you, in the
is a s-
history of the world, can we sit there and say with 100% certainty that fire has existed?
I don't believe. Are you, dude?
It's harder
Hold on.
to debate
hold on.
with
Weird. Hold on.
dumbasses
Weird.
than it
What's
is
your
to
name?
debate with
Weird
smart
police.
people.
Weird police 5. Can you tell me if we can assign percentages to epistemic states? Just answer that question.
Obviously.
Okay, then what's the argument for that? Because I don't hold to that.
We 100% know fire has the potential to burn, and we've seen it
That's
burn a
just
bunch
begging
of
the
stuff, and
question.
even a roach will flee it, and
That's
they
just
don't even
begging
have a
the
mind.
question. I'm telling you,
Bro,
how do we
do you even know
assign
what the
or how do we
fuck
make?
begging the question means?
Yeah, begging the
Like,
question is
you-
when you see
you-
the premise
you
when you're
have any
conclusion.
idea of anything you're saying?
Yeah, I have.
I don't think so, man.
Yeah,
I mean,
so
you're making
look.
Tag look so ridiculous right now, and that was my
Oh,
point.
I'm looking
Is that
ridiculous.
I can't get
so
you to answer the simplest
you believe?
question
Hold
in
on.
the
My
world.
question. My
Like,
question
yeah,
was.
fire burns. Of course, we know that. Like, even a roach will recognize it.
What
Here's
do you
my
think?
argument, though, that we don't really know things. Okay, you have the perfect opportunity, but you're just too like scripted and bizarro to
Oh, wow.
actually engage in the simplest argument in the world.
Oh. So wait, an argument? You think questions are propositions?
You came in with a fucking question, dude.
You think questions are propositions,
The
bro?
proposition
No, I
is
came
that
up.
we can know
I came
absolutes.
up. Hold on. I didn't assign the question to be an argument. I already assigned the premise to be an argument. An argument is truth
All right. Can human beings know absolutes?
No, I don't
Okay.
believe that.
How do we not know that fire has the potential to burn?
Because I am a naive realist.
Okay, that's not an answer. All right, just
That is an answer.
Something.
If you assume, hold
just
on.
say
If you
like
assume,
make an argument. Like it's not that hard.
what do you mean make an argument?
Look, you're saying we can't know absolutes. An absolute is that fire has the potential to burn. Prove that I can't know that fire has the potential to burn. This is your chance. Here
Yeah,
you go.
so we cannot. Yeah, so we cannot trust a priorize or a posteriorize. If we cannot trust a posteriorize, then naive realism is true because there's a reduced phenomenon. So if that's the case, then we cannot assign knowledge claims such as fire has a potentiality to burn.
We've seen fire burn. A roach
Oh my
doesn't see anything.
You
How
know
could
what?
we not know
Hey,
You
that it's
can't.
burning?
Hold on. You can't believe that you're looking
I
good.
got a question
You
for you.
cannot believe that.
I got
It's
a question
such
for
a
you, Bob.
simple question, and you don't know.
I
what
got
to
a
do with
question
it.
for you.
That's the
Okay,
problem.
I
look.
answered it. I answered it.
You didn't answer it.
Okay, well, hold on. What
I
did I
got a
say?
simple
How did I
question
not
for you.
answer it? Can you prove
I
that?
got a simple question for you.
Yo,
All
what's
right,
up?
look. I want you to go outside, right? Grab some sticks, grab a lighter, light that bitch, throw your coat in it. What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen once
It's
you throw
gonna
your coat
burn?
in it? Okay, so then how the fuck do we not know that fire has the 100% potential to burn?
Yeah, that's a very good question. If we assume something like naive realism, right? Meaning that the phenomena is not the thing that we experience, the thing in itself. So what we might be referring to fire, the phenomena, right, wouldn't really be fire under something like reductive realism or naive realism, which is I've been trying to point it out, but you guys cannot engage with that.
But because I'm using the word potential, and that's what's making this funny, right? I'm not saying that it's always going to burn every single time, if no matter what the.
No,
I get that.
I'm not.
There are
I'm not talking
environmental
about that. It
factors.
doesn't matter.
No, I'm not
It doesn't
done.
matter.
I'll finish. I'm saying that hey, listen, there are conditions where fire won't burn. I'll grant you that, but we 100%
That's not what I'm saying.
know
Good lord.
without a doubt that fire has burned things in the past. That's an
No,
absolute.
Look.
That's a
hold on,
knowledge
look,
claim.
Let me explain it to you because I think you're a little bit confused. I'm not
I
saying
think we're
that.
all confused
I'm
at this
not
point
saying.
how we don't know that fire
hold
has
on,
burned something.
dude. I'm not saying that in all cases fire isn't gonna burn. In some cases, right? What I'm saying is that say it seems to be the case that you believe fire is burning the wood, right? So
No.
if this is the phenomena and is a posteriori, right, meaning it's coming from experience, then I cannot say that I know that thing because I don't believe that perception gives you knowledge claims.
Well, okay, so a cockroach, now we're going to go to the simplest form of this,
Oh,
right?
wow.
Is a non-mind, so it doesn't have a perception, right? So why does a
Hey,
roach
Cody, I gotta go.
fire?
I hope you are on live tomorrow.
What do you-
I'll definitely come.
If
Hold on,
if
you
need
think?
a mind,
Hold on,
is
you
what
think
you're
perception
arguing.
can be predicated?
What's that?
You think perception is a predicate?
A predicate, like an action word? What do you mean?
A predicate is just basically the modifier within the subject.
I'm asking you.
You believe? Hold on. You
How
believe
do
like
we not know
perception
something
to
that
be
we've
an
observed
aspect?
already happened is an absolute?
I don't believe. Oh my gosh.
We've never
dude.
we've
If the
never
phenomena.
experienced fire. None of like we've never seen fire burn anything in history.
That's. I'm not saying that. I'm
Yes, you
denying
are.
that seeing
Yes,
something.
that is
No,
my
no,
truth
no,
claim
no,
right
no,
now.
no, no.
Proof
How
that
do we
I've
come
never
to
I'm
observed
saying that.
knowledge
fire.
then?
Hold on, dude. I'm saying that if we observe fire burning and we're seeing fire burning, that doesn't give you a knowledge or an epistemic state to say that fire is burning, because something like
I'm not saying
reductive,
burning.
it's
It has the potential to burn. It has burned in the
it
past.
doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's you're saying it has the potential to burn.
Whether or not
You
the
need an a
potential is there.
posteriori. You know
Yeah.
that, right?
Wow.
I'm asking you, can we know in all of the time that we've ever been around here that fire has ever burned anything? Can we know that as an absolute?
Under what modal scope?
Oh, Jesus Christ. It's so stupid. It's
No,
like
it's that
you-
he's
hold on,
talking
you know when
about
you
the
say
basic
simplest question in the world.
knowledge
When you
in
say can,
philosophy,
and
hold on,
and
you
you're
gotta
not getting
dance
the
around it.
words. You're
when
just
you
not
say
getting what he's
can, that is
really, really
entailing a modality
saying.
claim. You know that,
Mhm.
right?
Potentially. It has the potential.
I don't care.
To burn.
Hold on. Look. Let's say for certain, right? Oh, or let's say it seems to be the case that fire is burning. It's right in front of me, right? There's
Not burning.
all the lights going
burning.
up.
Fire has burned something. Don't rephrase the argument. Just take it as it is
Oh, an
and deal
argument.
with it. Okay? Do we know
It's
that
funny you keep
fire
calling it
has
an
the
argument,
potential
even though
to
it's
burn at
questions,
this
and
point?
questions are now propositions.
Stop. I'm asking you the simplest question in the damn world. We have 100% knowledge that fire has burned something in the past.
Oh my gosh! No. I'm saying that you cannot predicate. Oh my! You cannot predicate percentages to epistemic states because you're already assuming that they're not fixed categories. You realize that, right? Have you studied like combinatorics or some? Are you okay?
When are you going to answer? Have we ever seen fire burn before?
Hold on. Are you, dude? I'm
It's
saying that
not
your
that
question
hard.
assumes a
This
framework.
is what you want to do.
Hold on.
I
Your
understand.
question. Your
But does
question assumes
fire
a
have the
framework.
potential
Oh my
to burn
gosh.
things?
Your question assumes a framework
Just
that I'm not
yes or no.
upholding.
Does
think-
a fire have the potential to burn things?
Does fire have the potential to burn things? I mean, I don't see an homological contradiction. Then, yeah.
Oh, okay. So we have an absolute.
Is that an absolute, dumbass? If
That
it's
is
not
an
a fixed
absolute,
category, it's not an
dumbass.
absolute.
You just said yes, potential to burn, which is an absolute.
If it has the
You just
potential
made
to
an
burn, I'm
absolute
just saying that it
statement.
seems to be the case. Like I'm appealing to phenomenal conservatism here.
You
Or
said
I can
it's
be
not
appealing to
diminished.
dogmatism.
You said it's not absolute. So what defeater do you have for it?
Yeah, if it's not absolute, for example, I already gave it a defeater, by the way. If it's an a posteriori, right? If it's a posteriori, meaning you need to have experience to make this type of epistemic claim, then something like reductive physicalism, reductive realism, or we experience a phenomena that's not a thing in itself, right? Then we cannot be saying that we have knowledge of fucking flames burning.
Okay, you can still say that you have a knowledge of it. I don't grant your definition of knowledge or your epistemic justification for knowledge. I don't grant it. I actually agree that you could have knowledge of it without knowing the mechanism cause for it. But you're saying it's not absolute. The fuck
Yeah, I'm
is
saying
your
it's not
defeater
absolute.
for it? What makes it untrue? What makes it could have been any other way?
I gave a defeater, right? Again,
What's the
you
defeater?
don't need to uphold it. Yeah, the defeater is reductive realism,
Which is?
which is that phenomena is going to be reduced, so we not get to know the thing in themselves.
It can be reduced in a material way, yeah. Observation is through the
That's
material eyes,
no,
so
that's not what I'm,
we can know it.
Dude. That's
So
not what I'm
reduced
talking
by
about,
what?
No, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm accepting a phenomena, noumena distinction. If you ever read somebody like Kant.
Oh, phenomenon.
No,
I'm thinking
noumena is-
phenomenological.
No, not phenomenological.
Okay,
It
so
has to do with
the phenomenon could be explained though through mechanism of causal relation, and it is, which is
Yeah,
why we have it as an
you can-
absolute because it can't be any other way. Correct?
you can have an explanation, but that's just a warrant. That's not an epistemic.
But
statement.
how else could it be? That's what
Huh?
you need to provide a defeater for. He's saying it's absolute, which is true.
No,
You're saying it's not. Provide a defeater.
Look, I'm assuming.
No,
you're saying Kant
stop
is-
pivoting. No, you need to provide a
what do you mean
causal
stop
relation
pivoting?
for a mechanism that provides a defeater for it. You're saying it's incorrect or
Yeah,
it's not
yeah.
absolute, so
But
you
what's
provide a
the
defeater.
What's going to be the argument against reductive physicalism? I already said how reductive, not reductive physicalism, sorry, reductive realism. I already said how reductive
is?
realism is going to be. I already told you. This is a tracker.
Here, I'm gonna get it on the
I
page.
said that reductive.
This is a tracker, low tier, slow boy, rhetorical back shot.
Yeah,
Shut the
you're
fuck
a
up with the
hell of a
fucking
student.
Phil bro nonsense. Use regular
Oh,
fucking
Phil,
words.
That's such a cope word.
Are
I
you
never saw
smart?
that. That's like
Are
being
you
smarter
smart?
than
Are you smart?
Yeah, I'm way more smarter. Yeah.
Awesome. That means that you can talk in layman's terms. So do it, smart guy.
So hold on, I've been talking layman's terms.
No, you have
This is
not.
material.
Reductio is not fucking layman's, dumbass. You just
didn't say
just
reductio, I
proved
didn't say
so much
reductio.
reduction. The reductive argument, reductive, yeah, that's not layman's. That's not layman.
The reductive is. Oh my god.
That's not layman's.
Oh really? So
You want to know the
reduce
layman's that I would
reduce
use for that? Bring it down to its simplest form. So if you're
What
so
happened?
smart, you Dunning-Kruger dumbass bitch, break it down.
Is he lagging, or am I the one lagging?
We hear you. It's not pleasant, but we hear you.
Okay, you lagged there for a little bit.
Okay, so do your thing. Now just speak like you just got out of freshman philosophy class and deny everything that we're saying. And
I'm
have
not.
I'm not
no
denying
justification
anything.
for it.
I'm not denying anything you're saying because you haven't even said out a declarative
Brother,
sentence.
he said it's absolute. You said it's not. Your argument was not a layman term
His
explanation.
Question, hold on, it was a question, and questions are not.
No,
propositions, so
you
cannot
agreed
deny
with his
not to have
question, and he said therefore it's absolute, and your argument
does
was
it-
no, it's not.
hold on,
So
what
now
does
you
it
need
even
to
mean to-
explain that. Explain that.
What does it
Stop
even mean
pivoting.
to agree
Stop
with the
pivoting.
question?
Stop pivoting. Stop pivoting. You conceded to his argument. So now provide your explanation for why it's not absolute.
Questions are not
I said we
arguments.
can
Questions are
know-
not
Oh my God.
propositions.
I said we could know that fire has the potential to burn. Even a roach that is not a mind will
You
flee
said-
a fire, which is an absolute. So prove to me that it's not an absolute.
There you go. In layman's
one more
terms,
time-
dude.
One more time for the defeater, by the way. One
Don't
more time for the
Dunning-Kruger it. Break it down in
Yeah?
layman's terms.
defeater. Okay, I'll do it for you, low tiers.
Yes, I am a low tier. Now break
Re-
it down in layman's terms. You're so smart. Thank you,
Yeah, I
Einstein.
know-
Holy
I know
shit.
You haven't studied anything. You're claiming
No,
you're
not at
gonna
all.
do
I am the
this
dumbest
pretty
person on
accurate.
planet Earth. So break it down in layman's terms.
Yeah,
Jesus
I can
Christ.
tell,
Does
definitely.
ad hominem make you win?
Oh, ad hominem, surely. Look, so reductive realism, right? Once more, is that the phenomena, right?
Is explained
Is
through
not-
mechanism. He's talking about fucking fire and
No,
roaches, dude. We can demonstrate the
No,
mechanism.
Yeah, hold on. Is phenomena a big word here? Is phenomena?
So
just
explain what
something
you mean
which
by
is like
phenomena then.
miracles?
Maybe we're using two different
Phenomena is how we
definitions.
experience the thing.
Yeah, I can explain it in a mechanism. There's a causal.
I'm not saying that you cannot explain it. I'm not
Right,
even
so
talking about the-
you're saying it's not absolute. So provide the other way.
Gosh, when you say absolute, assumingly you're talking about.
Oh my
fixed
god,
categories.
absolute, not
right?
qualified or diminished in any way. So provide the fucking
you're saying that's a
diminisher, the
primitive
defeater.
So you're
Jesus
saying it's a primitive
Christ.
notion.
Phil, bro, use random ass made up fucking
God.
words and you win. And then say low tier 400 times an hour at mock Jesus, brrrr, and you fucking win.
Look, so
I mean, dude, here's the
no,
problem.
there's a
It's-
distinction. There's a distinction between how the things appear to us and the thing.
They
in
appear to
themselves.
us through natural causes. Our
That- I-
eyes
I
are
don't even- that's not even-
material,
that's not
dude.
even
Do you
relevant.
disagree with
That's
that?
literally not even relevant.
No, it is 100% relevant because you're saying that his argument is not absolute. So you need to be able to provide some other explanation. You're not because you keep on
Yeah,
running into a
you-
circle saying that it's some
No, I'm not even
phenomenon. I'm
proposing
explaining
another
that phenomenon is
explanation.
able to be explained in accordance with
The
what he's
phenomenon.
saying. We can explain the mechanism for the causal relation to the fire and the roach through natural
What ex- hold
means.
on. What explanatory notion have I?
You're the
ever
one
invoked?
saying it's not absolute. Demonstrate that. Do you
Yeah,
not
when
understand what's going on here,
you're-
slow
you're
boy?
An absolute
I know you
fixed
don't like the
category of
corner.
philosophy.
I know the corner is nice and cold and scary. I'm holding your hand and walking you through it. Come on, slow boy. Low tier. Come on. Stop
Low.
taking the back shots. Turn around and take it in your mouth. Be a good boy. Provide the other explanation.
Look, I get that you're not understanding anything, but I'll break it down.
I know you are, but what am I? Dude, fucking
So,
stop
in
with the
absolute-
rhetoric.
in absolute-
Shut the fuck up with the
no, no,
rhetoric.
it's not like that.
Seriously. Stop being a Philbro douchebag bitch. Just fucking provide the explanation that it's not absolute.
The sad thing is,
So,
here we
look-
can actually have a debate on like our ability to know things.
So hold
But
on,
no,
I'll,
no,
I'll
just-
answer.
no,
I'll answer.
Shut
hold
up
on, I'll
for a
answer.
second. You're doing your. I'm going to do you a favor. We could be doing.
stuck
We
for
could
a while.
actually have a discussion about the nature of being able to know things. Instead, you're
Mhm.
sitting here circle jerking yourself, and you won't even just talk like a person because the argument can't move on because you just can't defeat it. So either prove
Oh.
that I don't know an absolute that fire can burn, or just shut up.
Yeah, so I'm gonna provide a hell ton of epistemic defeaters. Epistemic relativism. We got epistemic nihilism, non-epistemic optimism, right? Or justify true belief.
English,
those defeated-
Socrates, English.
Wow. So epistemic relativism is that knowledge is relative, right? So it's not a fixed point. So therefore, would it be absolute?
So now provide your justification for his argument specifically to not
That's
be
not-
absolute. What other
that's not
argument
my-
do you have? The absolute defeater would require it to not
That's
to
not
be
a-
able
that's
to
not
be
my
another
burden.
way.
I'm putting an
It is
undercutting
your
defeater.
burden. You disagree. It's not a defeater.
putting-
No, it's not a
No, it's an
defeater.
undercutting
No,
defeater.
no. I'm
It's an
sorry.
undercutting
Am I allowing you to
defeater.
talk? It's not a defeater until you can provide an explanatory power to it. You need to explain why it's a defeater and how it becomes a defeat to it so that he can
An
fucking
explanatory-
respond. He needs to have something to respond to. Stop with the rhetoric. Stop. Stop.
What rhetoric?
Provide a
I'm telling you
defeater.
rhetoric.
Saying a word does not make it defeated. You need to explain it. Layman's, brother. Layman's.
So I already explained it. I don't know what.
You did
part
not.
that
You
is
said a
wrong.
word.
Yeah, I said knowledge is not going to be fixed.
Okay,
Knowledge is
all right,
relative.
okay,
What
all right,
big
so let me
risk
ask you
in
this.
there?
So explain the argument that defeats him. If it's not relative, provide a better explanation to fucking deny the idea that it's absolute. Jesus Christ, why is it so hard for you low-tiered
Again,
Phil bros to
look.
understand?
You know, no, is that you're not understanding?
I know you're a low
Because
tier,
you're-
incapable of comprehension in regular fucking English language. Try to keep up, slow boy. I know the corner is scary. I am holding your hand. I am helping you right now. I am explaining how you can provide an explanation to say you disagree with him. You're just disagreeing because you disagree because this word. Explain
No.
it.
No.
Explain the other way that it could be. That's what you need to do. If you want to say it is this relativism, whatever fucking word you use, whatever epistemic justification, explain how it works to show that his thing can be another way.
Oh yeah, hello.
Yeah, we're here.
By the way, what religion is he?
No, I just took a little picture of my little $5,000 PC.
What'd you say, Em?
That's what
What religion is he?
Division? S?
Religion.
Oh,
I'm a
religion.
Thomist. I'm a Thomist.
A fucking
What
what?
is a Thomist?
I'm a Thomist.
And what is that?
As in Dragonborn? Dovahkiin? Dovahkiin?
No, Thomist, as
Yeah, you
follow
use the
philosophy
thum?
of Thomas Aquinas.
Was? Buddha!
No, I meant religion. What religion?
Yeah, yeah. So it should be
That is a
entailed
religion?
that I'm a Christian Roman Catholic.
Oh, okay.
Was it so hard to say
Okay.
Catholic?
If Thomist is more of an entailment, it's more exhaustive.
Say that again in English. Holy shit.
Thomism is more exhaustive.
Exhaustive meaning?
Exhaustive meaning that it explains more categories within the conceptual scheme.
Fucking holy shit.
You're a super Catholic. All right, super Catholic.
No, not super Catholic. What?
All right,
I
we
mean,
get it.
yeah,
You're
you can tell me
super
super Catholic. I
All
like
right.
that title.
All right, you're.
Dude,
super
he's like
Catholic.
1 + 1, but
got
then
the
let's
big
fucking
C and the
attribute
H and all
all of
that.
quantum
Like, even the
mechanics.
Pope would be confused.
So,
Bro
you
talks
have a
in
question, or-
KGV. That's awesome, Cash.
Yeah, no, really, no.
If you haven't figured it out yet, I've asked you the most simplest question in the world because I wanted to see how much nonsense will come out of you to debate something that is so stupidly simple that you just can't even help yourself, and you dummy dive right into the pool. You could have just blown
So,
past this and said,
look-
"Hey, listen, this is not what I'm arguing. I get it. We know some absolutes, but here's my main point. We can't know the natures of the universe or something that would have been like, wow, this guy's pretty smart. Instead, you look like a moron arguing that we can't know that fire burns things in the past. We've seen it burn things.
Yeah,
And
there's
there's
Wait,
specifics that are
weird,
defeated,
weird
so look,
police.
it's not
Yeah.
really my birthday.
Just a
Yo,
second,
so
Nikhil.
you know how you
Are
say?
we on the
No,
question of
lagging.
the
Thank you,
fire
bro.
burn
Y'all
things
talking
in
at
the
the same
past 30
time,
minutes?
Ooh, I'm
Are you still on
lagging.
the same question?
Ooh, I'm lagging really bad.
I'm letting everyone in here at once, but I still want it to be more as much as possible one-on-one. So Ems was asking a question. Ems, go for it
So
again.
look-
Jaden, would you meet up?
Are we really on the same question
Yeah.
like in the past 40 minutes?
yes.
No, look, it's not really my burden to provide an argument for epistemic relativism, but I'll just toss it.
Hold on. I'm gonna have to type. I'm gonna have to type in the comments. Okay. I can speak now. So my internet is finally deciding to be okay. But can you guys understand me, or am I lagging?
You're good.
Good man.
Am I lagging?
No.
Oh, you're
completely
good.
able
Okay.
to understand
So
you
you
pretty
do
fine.
understand that the Roman Church. Okay, thank you.
Whoa,
did
whoa,
you
whoa,
know
whoa, whoa!
that
Not yet, not yet, not yet,
your,
not yet, not yet. We had him in a corner. We're gonna keep him in the corner like a good little boy. Ems had a question for him.
Well, you're totally keeping me in the corner, man. You're like a very big philosopher. You're really smart.
When have I claimed to be a philosopher,
Do you
smartass?
think that philosophy makes
No,
you smart?
it's just gonna be. It's
Wait,
just gonna
wait,
be an
wait.
appeal
I
maker
feel like,
phenomenal
do you think
conservatism.
that
It seems
philosophy
to be
makes
the
you
case.
smart?
Sorry, what's up?
Do you think
What's
that
up, man?
philosophy makes you smart?
In a domain, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to leave. My
In our
internet's
domain?
being shit.
How would you define being smart?
I would argue
Smart.
that if you're a good philosopher, you're probably pretty smart.
Smart is just having exhaustive knowledge within, say, a certain
A
domain.
specific
So I
domain?
think it's also relative.
Okay. Okay.
No.
So how? So when you said that when you said he's not smart, are you saying that he's not smart in philosophy, or he's not smart generally?
I don't think he might be smarter maybe in like being bad, but he's not smart in philosophy. He's not smart in debating this topic. That's what I think.
Mhm. Would you say that he's smart in being dumb?
Smart in being dumb. That's a little bit of an oxymoron, but sure.
At least we got a concession. So
Oh my god, good job. Holy shit. It
just-
took us
I
an
just-
hour to get one fucking
I just
conclusive
concluded.
answer from this
Wow.
motherfucker.
I also say it's an oxymoron, by the way. So.
Can I say something?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. How do you guys explain why so many people claim to have seen Jesus resurrected?
Oh no, dude. Look, bro. Look, I'm a Christian, but I don't think that's the best argument.
I don't care, bro. I'm asking them. How do you explain
My
why
bad,
so
bro.
many?
My bad.
wait, JC, can you two fight, please?
No. It's fine.
No,
if you
he's
guys
my
don't think that's a
brother.
good argument, that's
My
fine.
brother, bro. Trust.
Why do you guys think that so many people claim to have seen Jesus resurrected?
He was very tall.
You can run a Bayesian formulated argument for that,
Oh,
right?
do you mean my first question is, where are you talking about the claim of seeing him resurrected? First and foremost.
1 Corinthians chapter 15.
Okay, so the 500?
No, the disciples, James, Paul, and the 500.
M's? Weirdo, you guys want to take that? I feel like, do you want to take that one?
Paul claimed 500 witnesses in a letter, so you have one secondhand witness. Not very strong right there. Maybe you want to move on to the next one.
Well, I'm not even, so we don't even have to mention the 500. What about the disciples?
Well, we just knocked
James
out
and
500, so
Paul.
we're down 99% of the claims. that
What
you
what
have
about
so
the
far. Hey, good
disciples?
start.
So hold on. So what about the disciples, James and Paul? Did they claim to have seen Jesus risen?
Paul never saw him rise.
Did he claim to have seen it?
He claimed to see ghost Jesus out
Paul?
in the
Dude,
desert.
he
What
saw
are
a
you talking
fucking
about?
hallucination.
He said
he
that
didn't see
all
him
the
resurrect.
disciples. He said that all the disciples saw Jesus.
Okay, pause. JC, pause. Everyone pause. JC, if I gave you 30 testimonies 30 contemporary testimony witnesses to me flying like Superman yesterday, would you grant it that I can fly like Superman?
It would. No, of course not.
Okay, so don't be such a dumbass for your own claims then.
No. The reason is, the difference is that these people, we have good reason to believe that they were convinced that they saw Jesus.
These guys are convinced that they saw me. The fuck is the difference?
What's the explanation?
Yeah,
of
they
that?
claim it.
No, that we don't need just to claim. we need
James
other
claims it.
reasons.
All right, so wonderful. Provide me the external justification that they are trustworthy in seeing this. The
They
fuck is
got-
your
So
argument?
we know they got persecuted. We know they got mocked.
So do
we
my
know-
people,
believe-
and so do Muslims, and so do
He can
Buddhists,
make
and so do
hold on.
Hindus, and so do pagans.
so
he's running.
Muslims
He's running
that-
a Bayesian modeling of an
Muslims-
argument, so he can
Muslims
formulate
that
it in priors.
claim.
Wait,
that
I'm
they
sorry.
saw
Are you
the Holy
able to break this down with Bayesian?
Yeah, Bayesian.
I want to hear
It's
this.
theorem, dude.
I want to hear that.
Yeah, so we can just appeal to some type of subjective Bayesianist position, right? You can deny that there's normative force, but we can appeal to like something like Ramsey's system for subjective Bayesianism. So if he's just saying that we have some type of priors to believe in this thing, then the warrant thesis or the consequent for those are going to have high priors as well.
Nope.
Isn't that assuming a high prior though?
I mean, if it's under subjective Bayesianism, I mean, are you an objectivist?
Oh,
or
that's
do you
fair.
hold-
Okay, I see what you're saying. Go continue.
Yeah. So, say we assign some type of credence, say 5, to a certain proposition, such as the 500 witnesses, then now we can just say that they were persecuted, which is another decrease of belief, right? We update our beliefs. If we kind of see some type of consistency or more convergence towards this proposition, if we take convergence to be probability racing, then we can assign more credences and higher credences, right, to the proposition. So we can now assign something like a credence of 70 or 80. So now, if the consequent is that Christianity, or if Christianity is true, then that's basically an argument.
Crazy.
How about now?
Sorry. Oh, good lord. Wow. There's like really smart people in like right here. Really smart atheists, like the smartest ones I've talked to. Like, I gotta give you guys a praise.
I appreciate you, brother. Okay, I'm actually kind of confused by that, because that sounded more like an agreement and affirmation of it.
Some people look. Let me break it down. You know how I was mentioning phenomenal conservatism?
Correct.
Like the
yeah. Which I grant that without a defeater.
No, I mean, it just states that seemings or feelings are truth checking, right? And then now we can make an argument for convergence, and convergence in probability is just variables moving at a single point. Then that point, we have more credences for that point, right? If the point, say, denotes something like there's a cat in the bed, right? And we see more people converting towards there's a cat in the bed, right? So if now we take convergence to be probability racing, and we say that there's 500 witnesses, and we see some type of convergence towards the witnesses, they being persecuted, they died because they believed in something that was fake, right? Which is kind of a reductive. So now, if we assume those, we have less credences to believe that the negation of it is correct. Well, now we have something like the affirmative, which has more probability and more credences. So now the consequent, right, which is Christianity being true, is going to follow for the credences. So now we can assign some arbitrary credence, such as 70, 80, or even 60, works.
So you just went ahead and agreed with him. I thought you were providing a defeater for him.
I mean, I can provide hella defeaters, bro, but I don't want to do that.
Interesting. Are you atheist? No, you're a Catholic.
Yeah, I'm Catholic.
Okay, but you grant that even with the probability, it doesn't equate to therefore true.
No, right. It's an inductive argument.
Right.
So,
well, it's not even an inductive because there's no evidence justifying except for hearsay. It's literally just hearsay paper.
No. On for example, there's a really distinction on what you take inductive to be, because maybe you take inductiveness. Yeah, maybe you take inductiveness to be something which requires external justification, which will be something like a probability theory of frequentism, right? Something like empiricist.
I'm a natural empiricist.
Okay, yeah, nice. Now we have, for example, something like there's I'm trying to give an example. Let's say you do not take the 500 witnesses to be probability racing. You'd be kind of like a frequentist, right? Again, empiricism about probability. So that's a defeater for the argument
here,
right?
I would say, like, in my opinion, the defeater for the argument is there's actually no analysis to be able to provide a probability for it, because it's just, again, a hearsay. There's no actual number to attribute it to except for what was just given to you through telephone. So how do I actually know that there actually is 500 versus 50 or 50 versus like whatever the fuck the number is? How do I actually know that to be able to make a proper probability? It's all based on an assumption that there is this specific number. I don't know who these people are. I don't know what they said about it. I have no information except for one random ass motherfucker said it happened. Therefore, let's go off of that probability. Like, that's just a defeater in itself.
Yeah, I agree that the assumption is something, very robust, but you can also
that's just circular, right?
Actually,
I'd argue.
No, right, but you can argue for consistency, right? And consistency and things like logic just means that you cannot derive a contradiction from it. So if you argue for consistency, then something like the 500 witnesses would just be a tautology, It just followed from an entailment.
There's still so much missing data there, dude. I could grant it if we actually had names or something to go on. If we had something, I could grant that, but it's not. There's so
I
much
mean,
missing data. You can't
because
even do
you're
a
an
proper
empiricist.
Bayesian reasoning. Well, right. I mean, it's based on my epistemology 100%. And I can grant in your epistemology, you can grant it as something you can do a probability analysis on, but I literally I can't. I can't find a justification to accept that as a probabilistic cause or a probabilistic
So
effect.
so you don't have a contention with the intention. You have a meta contention, right?
Sure.
You're going. Okay. I mean, I don't know how he would justify the meta, but
That's
not
the
really-
problem
I'm not
with
really
it.
also-
There isn't.
I mean, if you some frequentists also allow a priori, inductively.
I can't.
You probably wouldn't. You don't.
I can't.
You don't allow a priori inductives? Oh, dude.
Not typically, no. Like, okay, inductive. My teacher every Thursday for the last 365 days has provided a pop quiz on Thursday. I expect there to be a 99 or 100%, whatever the fuck probability I come out with. It's most likely to have a pop quiz on next Thursday, right? But there's evidence. Every Thursday, in accordance with history, this has happened on these days. There's not been a skipped day. It is the most likely scenario based on all evidence provided. But all you have for the 500 is Paul said there's 500. Congratulations. That's nothing to go on. There's no data to go on. What are the names? When did they write it? What did they say about it? How did they see him? Do the stories line up? When did they see him? Where did they see him? Were they sleeping? Did they physically see him? Was it a vision like Paul? There's so much data that's missing. I can't grant it.
Yeah, you can put it in the probability sample space, right? Like all you said, for example, undercutting the feeders basically on the sample space. But again, you're dealing with frequentism, right? Which is, are you like a radical empiricist or?
No, I still agree with traditional or natural, sorry, but it's still like, you know what? I'm probably slipping into some pretty hard empiricism just because I can't. Frequency, it's an assumption of frequency. There's no determined frequency.
Yeah, I mean,
there's nothing to go
he
on.
might not accept. Yeah, he might not accept frequentism, right? Which is
well, I could
different
accept
issue.
a frequency, but there isn't for this.
No,
you have to
right.
presuppose.
Yeah, but when you refer to frequency in the frequentist position of probability, it's basically hard empiricism.
I can for this one. I won't. But when it comes to the analysis, it's just missing data. Like, how do you accept that? How do you grant this gap?
Again, you can justify it with Bayesian modeling, but on classical probability theory modeling as well. But if you're holding to empiricism, like frequentism, then you cannot justify it. I don't believe you can justify it. So you might as well attack empiricism.
Why should we grant yours?
What, my probability theory?
Yeah. Well, the foundation of the epistemic justification for why we should allow it. Like, what allows the data to be sufficient? Because you got the 500, right? Why do you grant that the 500 counts?
So, look, do you accept things like there cannot be negative probability and the principle of indifference? Yeah, I know negative probability can be used in quantum modeling, so you can run an indispensability argument against that. So, like,
You just kind of answered it yourself.
yeah, I know. I really
Yeah.
I thought about
Well,
it.
you know what? You've
So-
actually been really fun. I think you're the only Philbro I've actually enjoyed talking to.
I love you, man.
I think the
I love
JC guy is kind of a doofus with that question, but you actually provided a decent argument. I can't grant the argument, but I appreciate the actual fucking argument for that.
I mean, really, I can't attack frequentism. So, I mean, if I don't have any argument against frequentism.
Okay, let me ask
I
you
guess I'll
something.
fail.
I'm going to ask you
Yeah.
something.
Yep.
We're going to drop let's drop, I'm trying to think of what we can drop and still have, like, logical reasoning. Okay, your reasoning, do not go into the depths on why you specifically believe in some higher power.
What do you mean by that?
Because you're a type of Catholic, correct?
Yep.
Okay, why? But don't, like,
If you're just asking why I'm a Catholic, it's just for apostolic reasons. If we're like internally critiquing,
do you actually subscribe, though?
subscribe to Catholicism.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You genuinely believe that Jesus Christ is the Son of God.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, if you're just asking how I warrant that, we can look at things such as the old Baptist formula, where it says the names, right? If we're internally critiquing, right, but if you're externally critiquing, then it's not really an argument for Catholicism. It's more like an argument for Christianity. So you might need to be clear on that.
I'd argue Catholicism is better. You'd put it for an argument for Christianity?
An argument for Christianity.
Good job.
An argument for Christianity. Let me think. So, really, what I just can run is consistency within Bayesian modeling, but you don't accept Bayesian modeling. Right?
I do. It's so dependent, brother. Because probability requires some sort of data.
Right. But the thing is that in frequentism, you can only reason with posteriori's, right? Meaning with an experience. You have like this experience data.
To a degree. I mean, I haven't experienced, for instance, Alexander the Great, but what I have experienced is the authorship and writings thereof of contemporary witnesses, for instance. It's just a different going about it.
The thing is that you still have some type of experience right there.
There is a type, yeah. But when it comes to
the thing is that...
Go ahead.
Yeah. The thing is that with an a priori is basically before any type of experience. So you just need to reason about it.
I would consider myself a materialist when it comes to that, and I don't grant it ever.
I mean, do you grant an a priori?
Not at all.
Priori posteriori distinction? Oh, damn it!
Not at all. It'd be cool because that would allow me to believe in magic. Like if I believed a priori based on intention, for instance, or not intention, a priori of my gut feeling. What's the fucking word I'm looking for?
A priori for.
I can't think of the word. If I just know some intuition, okay.
Okay.
If I granted that, so many fucking possibilities of things open up that don't require epistemic justification at all. Just because I can claim an a priori, I know it, right? So then I can get away with so many things that would typically be fallacious.
Well, really, I feel like Bayesianism just assumes the feasibility, right? Again, you've heard of degrees of belief, right? If you have a certain hypothesis here, and later you get evidence, then your belief should change according to that evidence, right? Against or with the hypothesis. Okay, so I mean that's in the Bayesian modeling. You can hold this as a frequency too.
Okay,
but
fair. Okay, what did you call that?
Degrees of belief.
Are you capable of spelling that?
Oh, is my accent that bad, bro? That's so much, bro.
But thank you for having.
Look,
I appreciate you, Ems. That was like the most perfect Batman apparel.
I mean, we didn't get much like content, but next time.
Yeah, I appreciate you, brother. Have a good one. Good night. Everyone, W's for Ems in there. That was a fucking absolute A+ arrival out of fucking thin air.
So it's degrees of belief, right? Frequentists can adopt it, but I mean, I cannot go against frequentism because I believe, frequentism has more normative force, and I really like normative force, but I cannot hold it to it. So, and by normative force is that, for example, because let's say if I told you I have subjective priors,
that gets very
because
Berkeley.
they're subjective. You have, Berkeley. Berkeley has talked about a little bit of normativity.
Yeah, that's pretty aligning with that.
Well, he's an idealist, though.
I hate that so much. What are you? What's your epistemology?
Me? I feel like I'm like a justified true belief plus. You know what it is?
Yeah. Plus, no. Plus.
So, you know what a Gettier case is?
Oh no, I don't. I see it all the time. Here, I'll look it up while you explain it.
So, justified true belief, just as something is knowledge if it is justified You believe in it, and you kind of know it, right? Then you know it. So I get your case is something like, let's say I look at my watch, and then the watch says 12 o'clock, but now I look at say another clock, and the clock says it's 12 o'clock. So I have justification. I believe it is 12 o'clock. But the thing is that later I find out that the clock is actually broken from 12 hours ago.
Yeah.
So now I have knowledge. Now I have knowledge by luck. Right? I
Yeah.
have knowledge by luck.
Yeah.
So if I have knowledge by luck, then it's kind of inconsistent.
I mean,
there was
I'd
a
argue that's
contradiction
when
there.
we invoke PC.
I mean, yeah, you can invoke
That
PC,
because
but
I invoke PC on that.
that's really smart, but I'm kind of concerned with the choice of PC. I feel like you could argue for a
Well, how do you get around
paradoxical.
that then?
Again, justify true belief plus. It's just you have no false lemmas. So it's in somewhere where luck.
That doesn't make it true though.
Yeah, I know. It's just
That's
I
a
mean,
bit of a paradox in and of itself.
well, justify true belief plus.
Well, the fact that it's not even in the case that you're bringing up, that the time happens to actually be wrong, right? But it seems to be right. You have two confirmations to justify that it is correct, but it still happens to be wrong. Where the fuck was I going with that?
I mean, I get how you said we can appeal to PC, right?
Yeah.
So you can say you're justifying it because it seems to be the case, right?
Right, because and then in an hour you walk by a window and all of a sudden it's actually nighttime for 12 a.m. or whatever. I don't know. Whatever. The polar opposite, sun, blah, 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 versus time. Then you have a justification that you are actually incorrect. Some paradoxes you just can't get around, and we have to accept the fact that we can't know absolutely everything, but what we can do is justify the reasonings behind what we do believe until a defeater comes up and explains why, which is the beauty of fucking science, which is also why there's no justification to believe in a god.
You should look at something called non-monotonic logic, which is
Holy
exactly
fucking
what you
shit.
quoted.
Non-monal.
No, non-monotonic, like
Monotonic. Got it, you.
Yeah, non-monotonic. That just says that if like the new evidence shows up, you can retract previous conclusions.
Well, yeah, that's PC.
Nothing. Yeah. But you know how somebody tells if an argument is valid is that it is impossible for the premises to be true and the conclusion to still be false, right? Yeah, have you heard of that? That's something assumed in something monotonic. That's in monotonic logic. And monotonic logic is basically the opposite of non-monotonic logic. It says that when you add new information, it doesn't actually invalidate the previous conclusion, right?
Interesting.
Yeah.
Doesn't that come up to some paradoxes and contradictions after a little while?
A lot. Like
that sounds terrible.
If you look at something like the Tweety bird problem, that all birds fly, but Tweety is a bird that does not fly. So therefore the conclusion doesn't follow, right? But they embrace that, right? I wouldn't consider
That's
myself
stupid. That's absurd. That's the definition of absurdity.
I mean, there's like hella logicians that still hold to that.
Then they're absurd. I don't care.
You're never gonna see a person who knows philosophy and that fully embraces monotonic logic. Like it's really rare to see one.
Yeah, because that's fucking stupid. Oh my god, I am so sorry, guys. We've been in this chat for so fucking long. I've missed out on. Let me get some super chats going real quick. We got 2 new memberships. We got Collapse sent 5 memberships, gifted 5 of you guys memberships. W to Collapse for that. And then we also got how do you say that? KR Jung as a new member. Fuck, Ems is already gone. Damn it. Tacos also sent $5 for the Ems is like Batman, just show up everywhere on every atheist channel. It was phenomenal fucking timing. We got Kevin with the $2 super chat. How did you get such an awesome chin job? Methamphetamines. All right, cool. Let's get back to our topic. That's a lie.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's why I'm a logical pluralist. Like, I don't hold that there's one true logic,
I can grant that, but it's like, brother.
What's your contention with logical pluralism, bro?
You are seemingly granting the possibility of paradoxes and contradictions.
The thing, well,
right?
The thing is that
Depends on who you're talking to, because for example, you would agree that some contradictions, or maybe if there's a position called dialetheism that says that contradictions are true, or some contradictions are true.
Name
right?
one.
That's like their liar's paradox. They say that that's true.
Give me it.
Like if I tell you, I tell you this statement is false, right? If this statement is false,
gotcha.
then it is true. Yeah, kind of like that, right? So they use this to argue that some contradictions are true, but you don't really have to hold to that. You can avoid it by using something like Tarski's truth scheme, which just says that there's a meta level of language which predicates truth. Right.
Let me argue on the contradiction aspect of the liar's paradox. I would grant that it's not true at all because it's not justified at all. It's just paradoxical. There is no truthfulness to it. We have to take away
That's what many people say, actually.
Okay.
That's a really good response. People just say that there's no truth abness. So
yeah,
you cannot really falsify
I'm
it,
a justified skeptic, so.
Are you a Pyrrhonian? Like a Pyrrhonian? Like, do you like suspend judgment, or do you believe that nothing is justified?
Yeah, I'll suspend.
So you're like hard like
yeah, I don't believe in if I find out that there's no evidence of fucking George Washington, I'm just gonna suspend judgment, even though it's the most likely, right? Even though there's so many whatever. If I didn't have a justification for it, I would just withhold judgment, even if 100% of people believed it.
Well, you might disagree with convergence being probability reasoning, though, because people, like people
it depends, brother. It depends. That's the thing. All these epistemologies, they can correlate in certain aspects, but it depends on claims. Bayesian works fucking phenomenally for so many different claims and ideas, but it doesn't work for things that don't actually exist in some possible world, for instance. We could talk about possible worlds with the modal. Modal works. Modal's fucking amazing for certain ideas. But if we're talking about something that's not actualized, then there's no justification to accept Bayesian or modal for it. So it's like all of these epistemologies, all of these reasonings, all these types of logics, they all fucking work. Every single fucking one of them works to some degree, but they're all tools. Not all of them are absolute. I don't believe there is such thing as an absolute, which is why I was laughing my ass off with that last argument. I don't believe anything's absolute. I just withhold my judgment, okay? Unless I have a justified true belief. And even with that justified true belief, can I prove beyond 100% absolute? No, I can't. I don't grant that. But it's like all of these epistemologies work. All of these ideas of logic and reasoning do work in their field. The problem I have when it comes to God is we're moving things, because we both grant God is metaphysical, correct?
Yeah.
When it comes to a unicorn, you would agree with me that it's an empirical claim, that the metaphysical unicorn being in my backyard is an empirical claim. You would want justification to believe in that. But whenever we bring it up about God, all of a sudden we bring up 4 billion different types of epistemologies, and it still doesn't, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's really...
It's all faith.
Well, I mean, the thing is that with faith, any non-dogmatic state, right? For example, dogmatism, right? Dogmatism allows to beg the question. So maybe, I don't know if you would allow it, but it just says that we can be really, what's the word? We can be certain on our position. Let's
Pause.
say like
do you conceptualize words or do you use definitions?
What do you mean by that?
What's your definition of dogma?
Of dogma, just something, say, entailed by another position.
Like, would you grant rules and regulations by an authority?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
So, but dogmatism, right, is different because it just says that you're really certain on the position at the point that you don't have any faith on it. So you just know that it is the case,
That's an epistemic justification then. Like, it's no longer faith. Faith is belief without evidence. If you have a justification to believe in it, it's no longer a faith, it's now a truth.
Well, I feel like we should look into things like truth theories, because there's going to be
again, brother.
Yeah, I know, dude.
You're going into all these different epistemologies, all these different logic and reasonings for this. They all work in their fields, but a microscope is not going to help me see the fucking moon. Bayesian's not going to make God exist. Does this make sense? You can use different truths for different aspects, but it doesn't make non-existent things actualize.
Well, if you just said that you warrant a thesis, because maybe we're equivocating on like, saying truth, because
Okay.
when you say you warrant something, you have maybe a justification, but you wouldn't say is it truth, because many people say that to be that if something is true, then that's a knowledge claim.
I'm a
right?
justified true belief.
Okay, nice. You should look in. Have you looked in how to avoid Gettier cases?
I have not. I will look that up tonight, though, because I saw it yesterday somewhere. I don't know who was debating about Gettier, but I saw it, and I was like, oh, shit, I'm ignorant. I need to study that.
Yeah, look, whenever you hear people talk about stuff, like you keep hearing a lot, just look it up, bro. Because then it's going to all make sense. Because, like how I told you, the Gettier case for justified true belief is something which kind of makes a reductive, right? You're saying you have knowledge by luck? How does that work, right? But so you can hold to a no false lemma's position that it wouldn't actually be knowledge, but it kind of like what is defeasible, like now it's canceled.
Brother, come on. What you just said is a little silly.
No, right.
Come on. That's ridiculous. Okay.
They call it the Gettier case
We need to call it, though. It's getting late,
Yeah.
and we've been on for like shit. You've been here for a fat fucking minute, but I appreciate the fuck out of you. That was pretty fun. A fucking Catholic Phil bro that I've enjoyed. I appreciate you. You are welcome back, Phil bro.
Thank you, bro. I love you.
You have yourself a good
Best
night,
atheist
man.
I've ever talked to.
Hell yeah, dude.